I'll never catch him while I'm this small. Why, curious butterflies.
You mean bread and butterflies?
Oh, yes, of course.
Hey guys, so I'm really sorry that I look like a mess right now, but I just posted a picture and it was my body basically, and I was like, I was like, should I post it, should I not post it, what should I do? But anyway, I posted it. I posted this Instagram story as well, that explaining what's been up and everything, but this video I wanted to be real, and I know that I posted a lot of, actually 3, I don't know how many videos for my eating disorder story and how it came and everything. This is reusable straw. So, didn't see a metal straw in the country that I live yet, but I will purchase it as soon as possible, but it's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that, like a little update, I guess. I'm always like updating you guys in this, and it's actually like, it's like fun, not like fun to see, but it's like interesting to see, like for myself, that what I've been doing and how I've been basically. So this is just a little bit as well. So right now it seems like everything is fine. So yeah, but for you guys that like you didn't know, I had or have an eating disorder. I can't just really say that like I had it, because I still have it. I'm struggling with it, and like posting things, and sometimes I Photoshop my pictures just look like skinnier or whatever. I've not been doing that, but I did it like 2 months ago for like 2 pictures on Instagram, and honestly that kind of fucked me over, because that well, that picture got the most likes. So I was like, okay, like whatever, and I've just been watching or like seeing pictures where I was the lowest weight, and I was like, I want to go back. But then when I think about it, like, yes, physically I looked good. I'm not saying that I don't look good as well, like right now, because I'm the most happiest I've ever been in my skin basically, and those, things don't get to me how they used to get to me basically, but like not that much, like, yeah. But like if I think about where I was basically, I don't really remember that period of time basically when I was like really struggling, because it was like eating disorder basically removes your consciousness of things basically, and you just like basically focus on yourself, body, food, calories and everything, and that's just your priority. Like for example, I'm a good student, I'm smart. Facts, just kidding. So I got really like good grades, and I'm a good student and everything, and I can learn things really fast. I have a photographic memory, but when I was going through it, then I was kind of like, I didn't get a good grades, I wasn't studying enough, and then my grades were like low, and I was really ashamed, and I was like, didn't think of it like, why is that? The only thing that I was focusing on was my body, but it still wasn't enough. Like okay, so our genetics basically, my family's genetics is that we have bigger curves, bigger thighs and bigger butts. And so when I was like, and like our waist is like small, and yeah, so I lose weight really fast for my abdominals area, and but not really my curves and not really my thighs. And so I was really wanting to lose weight from that, which I was actually. Like people said, like my family said, like you lost weight, like you don't even have like thighs anymore, like butt or whatever. But I still see myself as I'm bigger or whatever. But now like looking back to those pictures that I'm gonna be inserting now, looking back in those pictures, I was like, why did I think that? Like it's like, like my head was like effed up basically. But yeah, in that time I was like in a relationship with a girl, and she was going through the same thing as me, like not like the same thing basically, because she was dealing with other stuff similar, but like other stuff basically. And that's why we were kind of like on the same page, and our relationship wasn't working, and because of that, and like whatever, but it's not the point of this video. But like right now I forgive her, and I'm not mad at her like anymore. I wish the best for her. I was really angry back then because I thought like that was her fault, but basically it wasn't anyone's fault. It was just circumstances, and I don't know, like I don't really know like why I did what I did. But I mean, I said it in my videos, but now I'm not really sure. It's like in, what's that called, movie, Just Talk Like Heaven. It's not like the same, but like he basically killed people, and he wasn't really sure why was he doing it anymore. But he was, at that time he was not, then he wasn't, you know, like the same thing. I need to, I'm thirsty. For attention, this guy. Oh my god. Okay. So, I actually watched Meredith Foster's video. She's a YouTuber, and I'm sure you guys know her because she's like one of the more popular YouTubers, and she's been like here on YouTube for a long time. And she was, at that time, she was on the same journey as I was. She was buying these crystals. She was, you know, like believing in the universe and everything, and I did that too, and I still believe in the universe. I'm not really sure about crystals anymore. I'm like more focusing on like astrology, and I'm still in the spiritual path. I'm like always like going like further from the camera. This is weird. So yeah, like she basically like found God, and I was just watching that video, and I was like, I believed in God. I prayed for him and everything, and I kind of like stopped like with it, and I kind of became like, not like Satanist, but I was believing more to like Satan, or like the bad magic or bad things basically. And that kind of messed with my brain as well. And then I just completely lost myself, and then I found the universe, and like I believe in the universe, I believe in the higher good, but I still haven't found the faith in God, which every time I hear about God, I'm like, I want to believe, like I want to, but something's like pushing me from it. But I know that if I will find God, then everything will be alright, and I'll just be free as her, and I just really want to find that, but I didn't yet. I'm always like saying I'm going to church every Sunday, but I'm never going, which I should, but it's whatever. So okay, so then when I found out this spiritual journey thing, and like meditation, yoga and everything, I started doing yoga, and I lost more weight. And I don't really know how did I find my, well actually I know how did I find my healthy state kind of thing that I'm going through it. Okay, so I fell in love. So I'm actually really grateful for my ex-boyfriend. I know he was toxic, but I'm really grateful for him, because when I met him, I wasn't really eating, I was starving, I was in the lowest weight basically. And well, it's gonna be like a stupid thing, but he's a Cancer, and he loves food, and like Cancers are, you know, like nurturing, and they're like giving and like whatever. So we were eating a lot, and then I gained weight. Now my mindset wasn't really healthy, because I was like bullying myself, like wow, I'm like fat, and like what should I do with that, like I was like, I can't do it. So but at that time I was actually recovering. And I also want to say that eating disorder doesn't mean like you have to be underweight. It's like not like one body basically. It's like struggling, like you can be like overweight, you can be like normal, or like I can even say like normal, because every body is like normal, and everybody's beautiful, and you know, like you're unique. Everyone is unique. So, and you can't, I really hate when people comment on bodies, and no, you shouldn't do that. And actually Meredith like said like you shouldn't comment on anyone's bodies, like you should like just ask like how are you, or like how are you, or like how's, like, you know, like how are you doing and how you feel and everything, but you never ever like say like, oh my god, you got so skinny. Like, no, it's gonna be just you're like feeling off it and you want to be more skinnier, and like that would happen to me as well. And my classmates also were losing weight fast, and everyone is like, oh my god, you got so skinny, and I was like, I wanted to be like them. Everyone was paying attention to, you know, like my girlfriend and my other classmate, who were losing weight, and my other one, it was a state, it was weird, but yeah, no, and nobody was paying attention to me. Even my girlfriend said that she doesn't understand why, like, are people concerned about her and like these people, and like why are not they concerned like about me. And I was just kind of like, whatever, like I will lose more weight than you. Yeah, messed up. My head was messed up. So I was actually recovering when I was like gaining weight. My stomach was like bloated and whatever, and then like I had like these issues that I had diarrhea and for like 4-5 days, and then I just lost weight again. Then I just gained weight again because I ate a lot, and then lost weight again. So it was just like kind of this process of losing weight and gaining weight, and my mindset wasn't healthy. So I remember that I was crying because of it to my ex-boyfriend. I was eating chips, and it was a chili chips, and I thought I'm actually like fine, but I wasn't, because he was like, he made this comment like, and it wasn't his fault, it was mine, because he said that chili like makes you lose weight, because I was eating like chili chips, and I was like, why did you just say that? Like, I think I'm actually fine right now. And so I went upstairs and I was just crying, like bawling my eyes out, and he was just like with me then, and I said like, no, don't comment like this again, please, and he stopped. But I always like saying, if someone's saying something, like if I'm running with my friends, or like my new friend, or like new account or whatever, I just say that I had this and I just don't want you to comment on bodies and weights and everything, because it's actually like troubling with my mind basically, because it's still not recovered. But I actually like started dieting, which is actually better than starving, I think. So I'm like fasting right now. I have like lemon water, and actually it helps my mindset as well, and it just makes me like feel healthy, I guess. But still, like, people are commenting about my, like, how are my legs bigger than my waist. I'm always like, they're muscles, and they are actually muscles, because I have more muscles in my body than fat. But still, it just kind of like constantly like, you know, like, but if I survived my own head, which I'm really thankful for, and I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Like, praise for basically saving my own self, like, that is just amazing. Honestly, I can't really like, okay, some days I think that I'm so fat and big and whatever, like, it's like normal, and then I just kind of don't eat, and then I just think like I should eat, because when I was eating, I was actually like, if you don't eat, you'll have like issues, internal issues with your intestines and your stomach and everything basically, and you just got bloated and you're not healthy basically. So yeah, right now it's just I'm still like fighting, which I will fight for like, I think forever. Let's just be real here, you know. It's not gonna be that yes, I'm actually fine, because this, you know, like this mindset is actually like always coming back and forth. But I don't know, for the most part I'm trying to be like healthy, and I'm working out, not to an extent which I was working like 3 times a day, and it was actually like mentally I wasn't okay. Like, I just remember that, oh my god, I should stop, like this is not good for my mentality at all. Like, too much working out is painful, so it was really painful. I wasn't breathe. I didn't know how to breathe and everything. So yeah, and I don't really know, like, if I just think about other people that are like happy in their bodies and they just don't know, like, don't have these issues, I'm like, wow, like, I admire you, like, how? Like, literally. And I think that for the most part my mom is like, she's like dieting all her life and she's always saying that she's fat and everything, and yeah, that kind of fucked me over as well. She's in the balcony right now. Fine. Well, yes, I'm talking about you. Just kidding. Alright, so I don't know. I think I'm fine, but not fine. I don't know, like, I'm actually like focusing more on my health, like mentally, and my career, and school is starting, and so I have to have energy and everything. So that's just what I was gonna say. So it's triggering, honestly. It's like really like triggering, and it's hard. It's just overcome, and you just never overcome it. But one day I want to not look at my body the way I look right now, basically. And I don't know, it just, okay, that's all basically what I was trying to say. So I hope you guys like this video, and I love touching on like mental disorder and like actually the important videos, like topics basically in my videos. And yeah, okay, I love you guys so much. And if you're struggling and if you're like in the same, you know, like thing as me, just stay strong, and I promise, like, you're like so freaking loved. Like, you don't even know, like, people are actually concerned about you. Like, you don't, yeah, okay, whatever. Alright, I love you.